Hey, Dr. Amy here, and in this video, I'm sharing with you cancer secrets. You've probably never heard this before, so whether you've just been diagnosed, in treatment, or even years out from your diagnosis, you need to know this. If you don't know these things, well, you could be suffering for absolutely no reason, in a lot of pain and frustration. A cancer diagnosis can impact you in a lot of ways. Know what you have control over so you don't get left in the dark. Hello? Kind of scary in here. Starting with number one. Cancer, it's a long process. Typical cancer treatment is more like a marathon than a sprint. Being diagnosed, going through treatment, recovering from cancer, well, this can take months, if not years. That's what the average cancer patient goes through, but this does not need to be the case for you. We can speed up your recovery. Of course, you have the strong desire and will to live. You want to do everything in your power to heal and feel better. Many cancer survivors can get burned out because at the beginning, they throw themselves into treatment and research, but you need to be strategic with your energy. We want to focus your efforts in the right areas so it has the biggest impact and you start to feel like yourself again, even if you're still in treatment. Here's how. I'll link up a free copy of your A to Z guide to staying cancer-free. This guide is going to walk you through step by step on how to get started. Click the link in the description below and get started right today. But also, at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a simple way for you to start recovering from cancer fast. You want to know this. As a cancer survivor myself, I dove into everything cancer after I was diagnosed. All I wanted to talk about was cancer. I felt so incredibly supported after I was first diagnosed. I had so much kindness and support sent my way. But after the first couple of months, that energy and support, well, it started to disappear. I started feeling alone and isolated. Like people didn't understand that cancer was a really long path that you needed to walk down. You need to have the stamina for the long run. The next cancer secret that you need to know is that cancer, it's not a death sentence. So much of what we see in the media and in movies, it portrays cancer as a death sentence. It's just simply not true. There are so many people who live months and decades after they're diagnosed with cancer. Now, of course, some people still die or pass away from cancer. I am not dismissing that. But treatments have advanced and there are many people who live out the rest of their natural lives cancer-free. If you've been diagnosed with cancer, this does not necessarily mean the end of your life. I was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer and I'm 7 years cancer-free. No more follow-ups, no more oncologist appointments because I simply don't need them. I am cancer-free. Not everyone dies from cancer. That wasn't my story, and it doesn't have to be your story either. The next thing you need to know about cancer is that you did not cause your cancer. We know that about 10% of cancers are linked to a genetic mutation, things like BRCA1 or BRCA2. The other 90% of cancers are caused by DNA damage. Something happens to the DNA of a healthy cell that causes it to start behaving badly, and it forms into cancer cells. For a healthy cell to become a cancer cell, well, certain things have to happen for it to continuously grow and form and develop cancer. Cancer also has the ability to develop its own blood supply and to move through different tissues in your body. This is how it invades other areas of your body. Now, we do know that these DNA mutations in healthy cells, well, they are caused by certain cancer-causing chemicals, things like nicotine or alcohol. We know that these toxic chemicals can cause DNA mutations, which can potentially lead to cancer. Other people hypothesize that DNA damage is caused by chronic stress or trauma, but there's never been any scientific evidence to actually link this. But a lot of DNA mutations, they're just random. They just happen. It's not your fault. We don't exactly know why these happen or how to prevent it. So you did not cause your cancer. Okay. But the next thing you need to know about cancer, and this one's my favorite, you become a cancer survivor the day you are diagnosed. That's it. Done. The day you're diagnosed, you're a cancer survivor. Here's why. The term cancer survivor is not something that needs to be earned by being cancer-free. You've already earned your diagnosis. Every single day, your body, it's fighting cancer, stopping it from taking over, from taking control. This makes you a cancer survivor. It's not a term that's reserved for a select few. You are a survivor right now. This same definition of cancer survivor is used by the American Cancer Society and the National Cancer Institute. Once you're diagnosed, you're already there. Now, if you're someone that just doesn't feel like that term resonates with them, or you don't like to use the term cancer survivor, I totally understand that. But look, if you want to use it, you don't have to earn it. The next cancer secret that you need to know is that you need to focus on your cancer recovery and remission just as much as you focused on your cancer treatment. Many people mistakenly think that cancer's done when your chemo or your treatment's done. This is not true. The long cancer side effects can last months or years unless you do something about them. Just like how you dedicated yourself to your cancer treatment, you need to dedicate yourself to your remission and recovery. Now look, your oncology team, they're likely not gonna help you with this. Their job is to get you to cancer-free, or at the very least, manage the disease. They're focused on the absence of disease, not the presence of health. There's a big difference there. I was incredibly thankful for my oncology team. I desperately needed to get to cancer free, and they had the tools, the skills, and the knowledge to help me get there. Thank goodness. But once I was done treatment, the first thought I had was, how am I going to stay cancer-free? I needed to seek out expert support and helping me stay cancer-free. When I was going through my own personal recovery and remission, there was no one there to help guide me or navigate along the way. I was struggling with exhaustion, joint pain, and I had gained 20 pounds during my cancer treatment. I didn't look or feel like myself anymore. When I asked my oncology team, they said, "This is my new normal." I couldn't believe it. This is not what life after cancer is supposed to be like. I wanted to travel. I wanted to spend time with my family. I wanted to start running again. I wanted to get back to my life. But this was all stopping me. I decided that new normal was not good enough. So I did something about it. I researched for months and months, trying different techniques and strategies, until finally I recovered. Now, 7 years later, I'm the healthiest I've ever been in my life. Now I'm gonna share with you exactly what I did for free. Download your A to Z guide to staying cancer-free. I've put it in the description below. This is your free step-by-step guide to walk you through staying cancer-free. It's free and you can start instantly today when you click the link in the description below. Okay, and the next cancer secret is this. The most common side effect from cancer is actually exhaustion. This was my #1 side effect, and about 89% of people with cancer experience exhaustion. So many things contribute to exhaustion: under-eating, anxiety, stress, insomnia from cancer treatments like chemo, radiation, or surgery, ongoing appointments over and over. There are a lot of contributing factors. And the last thing you need to know about cancer is that being fearful of a cancer recurrence, well, that is unfortunately quite normal. 96% of people with cancer, they're scared that they're gonna have a cancer recurrence. They're anxious that their cancer will come back. Although this is common among people with cancer, it's not something that you have to live with. You can do something about this. You can be free from the fear of recurrence. That's exactly why I'm linking up this next video here on how to be free from cancer anxiety. Click the link here and I'll see you in the next video.